So you're saying that we have a potential to, all the sentient beings have a potential to recognize the nature of the mind or to reach to the Buddhahood. But why we have to practice deity? Why we have to practice the pacified deities or the wrathful deities? So that is your question. So my answer is, the wrathful deity and the peaceful appearance of the deity, it is simply a preference to the people and to all the sentient beings. It's not necessarily that has to be the exact appearance of the Buddha and Bodhisattva, So therefore, we need to understand that the wrathful protector or the deity does not mean that they are very, how do I say, upset and angry all the time. Their wrathful appearance is due to wanting to liberate all the sentient beings, but with a great courage and a great strength and great full compassionate state of mind combined together, and that is their expression. A little bit like the family relatives and the best friends who loves their other relatives and other best friend who has this beautiful and strong emotion that is expressing by itself towards others and towards your loved ones. So it can be like that. So it's not necessarily means that the wrathful deities are very unhappy and the peaceful deities are very very calm. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a preference to all the different practitioners. That being said, I think the most important you need to understand is that all the deity practice is part of the Shine practice. Is part of the method to train our mind, because in order to reach to the non-duality state of mind, it is simply impossible. Like an example, I was just giving a teaching just before this live streaming. I was saying that, when we are little children, our view in life is very simple. It's a little bit like I'm happy or I'm unhappy. And then as we go into our life, as we explore more into the life of the suffering and the life itself, and then we discover much more than happy or unhappy. There's much more into our emotion, and we explore much more sadness, we explore much more adventurous attitude, we also explore much more courageous attitude, we explore and we mold and transform into a different attitude to a different individual. So therefore, as a practitioner, it's not simply as doing a practice or not doing a practice. Our state of mind and the emotions, there's much more, different levels of, different categories of, improvement that we can make. And there's a many subtle level that we need to overcome gradually with a sense of patience and sense of dedication combined together. So I think, you need to understand a little bit more in that perspective. And then at the same time, like I've said, all the wrathful and the peaceful deity is simply a preference to all the different individuals, as it is the emanation of the Buddha and the Bodhisattva itself.